I'm Will Cannon here with your latest edition of PNN.
Is it too late now to say sorry? Cause I'm missing more than just your body. Oh, is it too late now to say sorry? Yeah, I know that I let you down.
Here's Ty Levy with your weather.
Thanks, Will. Next week, it will be cloudy throughout the week, with the high temperatures being in the upper 50s and in the low 60s. And the low temperatures are going to be in the low 30s and in the mid 40s. This has been Ty Levy, PNN.
Here's Kyle Long with your national sports.
This week on National Sports, the Patriots and the Giants, one of the most serious rivals in the NFL. Even though the Patriots are always a dominant team, the Giants always find a way to make it a game. Super Bowl MVP Tom Brady threw for over 330 yards, 2 touchdowns, and a pick. Although the pick was thrown at the wrong time and the wrong place, in the red zone inside the 5-yard line, Tom Brady threw a pick which led to the Giants' field goal, which made the score 24-26 Giants. But the Giants put the ball back into Tom Brady's hands with 1 minute and 30 seconds left. Although Tom Brady almost threw a pick to former Alabama safety Landon Collins, the drive was almost flawless. The drive that started from their own 20-yard line led to a 54-yard field goal from Stephen Gostkowski to win the game for the Patriots, 27-26. And Kyle Long, PNN.
Here's Will Cannon with your 7th grade teacher of the week. I'm Will Cannon here with
Mrs. Hillis.
to talk about 7th grade. So far, how do you like your classes this year?
My classes this year have been really great. I feel like each class has its own personality, and that's been really fun to know and understand.
How do you like social studies?
This is my 4th year teaching social studies, but my 1st year teaching geography, so that's been something new. And I've really enjoyed kind of learning about new places as well as teaching about those places.
How do you like your classes this year?
My classes are very interesting, a lot different than teaching high school, which I used to teach, but I've really enjoyed it so far.
Well, by the way, your teacher of the week.
Thank you.
I'm Will Cannon here with
Mrs. Hillis.
PNN. Here's Luke Hasty with your vines for this week.
Why you always dying? Why you always dying? Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
I'll come with you.
Oh look, you're on your phone. Big surprise. You're gonna be this lazy? Serious?
This update is so cool!
Were you just looking at her butt?
Oops.
Trying to go out tonight?
Me?
How could you be so heartless?
Mom, I can't find the remote anywhere. It's right in front of your face. Huh?
Get that out of here, my boy. Now you finna catch this left.
Clean up on aisle 5.
Hey, go out to Mom. I can go out. Okay. Hey, Mom.
What?
Marcus wanted to ask if he could go.
Here's Destiny Gibson with your entertainment news for this week.
Jumpin', them boys up to something. They just spent like 2 or 3 weeks out the country. Them boys up to something. You used to call me on my cell phone.
Is it too late now?
Bitch can't whip like me, can't really rock like. They can imitate you, but they can't.
Here's Clay Coulter with your worldwide news for this week.
Thanks, Will, and here's your worldwide news for this week. Here are the latest developments in the investigation of the deadly Paris terror attacks. Police conducted 3 massive raids in the northern Parisian suburb of Saint Denis, home of the Stade de France National Sports Arena, the site of one of Friday's attacks. 2 were at apartments, the 3rd was a church. 2 suspects were killed, a female suicide bomber who blew herself up, and a terror suspect shot by a police sniper, authorities said. 7 people were arrested. Authorities did not immediately identify them. Police sources tell CNN the raid at the apartment was right on time because the suspects were about to move on some kind of operation. The raids targeted suspected ringleader of the deadly attacks, Alblad Abad, a senior Belgian counterterrorism official told CNN. The official cautioned authorities weren't certain that Abad was at the location. 5 police officers were injured and a police dog was killed, police said. The raids focused on 2 different apartments in the same street. A Paris police source told CNN. The raid on one of the groups led to a raid on another group, the source said. CNN's Etika Sherbert reported 5 or 6 explosions at the scene. It wasn't clear if the explosions were controlled or... 2 Air France flights headed for Paris, one from Washington's Dulles Airport and the other from Los Angeles, were diverted to Halifax, Nova Scotia, and Salt Lake City, respectively, following bomb threats. Both flights have now been searched and rendered safe. It is unknown whether the same person called in both threats, as a growing number of U.S. governors say they...
Here's Brock Bird with your local sports.
Alabama played Mississippi State. Alabama used a dominant defense, which accounted for 9 sacks to beat Mississippi State 31-6 on Saturday night at Davis-Wade Stadium. Jonathan Allen had a team-high 3 sacks. It was kind of a weird game, Saban said. Every touchdown was a big play. Alabama struggled on offense during the first quarter and had just 40 total yards. Early in the second quarter, but Cyrus Jones scored a 69-yard touchdown on a punt return when he reversed field and broke a few Mississippi State arm tackles, broke the scoreless tie, and jolted the Tide awake for 2 more big plays before halftime. The first was when Jake Coker found Calvin Ridley on a short pass, and the freshman used a nifty move at midfield to shake a Mississippi State defender and then sprinted for the 60-yard touchdown. There was nothing fancy about the second one. Derrick Henry found a seam in the middle of the defense and sprinted 74 yards for a touchdown. Henry also added a 65-yard touchdown run in the fourth quarter and finished the game with 204 yards on 22 carries. Everything wasn't perfect for Alabama as they lost all-purpose player Kenyon Drake as he broke his arm trying to make a tackle on the kickoff. Alabama will play host to Charleston Southern next week before traveling to Auburn for the Iron Bowl. This has been Brock Bird, PNN.
I'm Will Cannon, and this has been your latest edition of PNN.